The CAT survey is a comprehensive survey of safety issues here at the University of Kentucky for graduate, undergraduate, and professional students.
CAT survey stands for Campus Attitude Towards Safety, and as a student, what I think of is a way to gauge how the general population feels about issues pertaining to safety on campus.
By it being a required survey, which means that the students are presented with the opportunity to give feedback. They don't have to answer the questions if they don't wish to. But by doing this, we, I think, are the only university in the entire United States that has this kind of data.
What this survey allowed us to do, because I think it's probably the most extensive of its kind in that we surveyed everybody, allows us at a granular level to get the information to respond.
Many students reported that they feel safe. Certainly more students feel safe during the day than at night. Females feel not quite as safe as males, but I think that's generally true out in the world. We have looked at some of the national surveys who define sexual violence according to the way we did on this survey, which is looks more like criminal sexual assault. And we find that our numbers are comparable. Somewhere nationally, you'll see something like 4 to 6%, something like that, and we fall right in that range.
In some ways, these may be rare events, but their consequences can last a lifetime. And so we must take them seriously.
The majority of students feel safe on campus, specifically during the day. I know that walking from class to class, I never feel an imminent threat to my safety, but what's important is that even if one student feels threatened, that's one too many.
One of the interesting things about this environment, though, is that women don't feel as safe as men. And that's not right. We need an environment where both men and women feel equally safe.
You feel very good about the fact that the majority of students feel very safe and secure on our campus, yet at the same time there are others, in particular groups that tend to be marginalized, tend to be diverse in perspective as well as other diverse characteristics. We want each and every individual to feel very welcome and to feel a part of this community.
About half the students said that the sexual assault occurred under conditions where they were physically incapacitated, where they could not say no. The students seemed to also feel pretty positive about if someone were to report a sexually violent experience at UK, that UK administration, police, personnel would be helpful and fair. When we were specifically asking students who had experienced sexual violence, why, if they did not report to UK personnel, why not? It was interesting to me that the majority of the responses had to do with personal feelings. I didn't want it to be public. I was embarrassed. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. I didn't want to go through formal proceedings.
So now we better understand why people don't report, and the vast majority don't. Why don't they? Okay, so we understand that. What can we do so that people will feel better about coming forward to take advantage of the services that we have?
No one has the right to take away your civil right to complain.
There are means to think through decisions in a confidential way so that you can process both what you have seen or heard or experienced in a way that does not commit you to a particular course of action, but enables you to think through what would be the best course of action for both yourself and for those in your community.
UK has been a leader nationally with regard to instituting some bystanding intervention programs. We are the home of the Green Dot program, which was developed by an employee of UK a number of years ago.
The data supporting the bystander prevention model are very, very strong. And I look forward to the university community continuing to embrace the Green Dot Prevention Program in a way that can help further improve this campus climate for safety. Safety is a community concern, and all of us have to be participating in making it safe.
This survey really empowers students, but also it empowers faculty and staff, and it empowers every stakeholder in the student experience to really feel that their voice is heard.
We want to make sure our students are safe, but without the information, we can't do that. And we can't, as I said, we can't rely on the few people who actually show up at the police and say, this has happened to me. So I think it's an excellent first step.
I believe very strongly that if there is even one student on our campus that feels unsafe, that feels unwelcome, that feels as if more should be done to appreciate who that student is, to value the contribution of that student, that we still have work to do.
We're going to do the best we can as a university, because every one of these numbers represents a person.